Hello, I heard you like Salmon Run the next wave in Splatoon 3, but I also heard you low-key hate it because you're suffering in freelance and you keep getting paired with players who don't help you. Well, say less, I'm here to help. My name is Richelski and my friends call me the Queen of Salmon Run. So here's 5 things that I think are common mistakes that people do. These are mistakes I've been guilty of myself, or the most common complaints I've heard people mention when they talk about how they lost. Oh, also, I stream at twitch.tv/Richelski. So come and say hello and let me know if you found this helpful. Number 1. Overluring. Freelance is a delicate balance of trying to do everything at once. One of the main pieces of advice I tell people is that they have to get used to the idea that they have to do everything. You have to kill, turf, and run eggs. A common complaint I see is your randos not luring and killing everything as far away as possible. It's a valid complaint, but instead of complaining, how do you make it so you win? So here's my advice. Luring in freelance is futile. If you want to aim for high scores, then get a squad. Luring in freelance is something that is situational and only works infrequently. The goal of freelance is to pass, right? So concentrate on quota. Don't worry about every scrapper and moors. Your rando will immediately kill them on sight, so help them and run eggs quicker. Overluring is a term that means you've brought too much to the basket and you and your team are not able to quickly and sufficiently kill them. You run a huge risk of dying in situations like these, and dying is suboptimal. Spacing your boss kills and keeping the basket area under control is, in my opinion, one of the best things you can do to control the chaos for yourself and your team. Number 2, don't egg guard. But there's so many eggs over there, I hear you say, desperately, spamming this way and wondering why nobody is coming to help you. But what about the spawns that are now appearing on the other side of the map that you're not helping with? Egg guarding renders you inactive, and inactivity is one of the worst things you can do for yourself in freelance. Egg guarding usually happens at the beginning of waves, so you don't see the repercussions immediately, but the longer you stand there wondering why nobody is coming to collect the eggs, the longer the bosses and enemies pile up and the sooner you'll wipe. The next wave has so many more boss spawns that not having enough bosses will never be a problem. Sure, you might encounter situations where you have to run those far eggs, but the majority of the time, leaving those eggs and going closer to basket will ensure more enemies come to you and allows a more controlled game. Number 3. Don't save your specials for wave 3. One of the most common mistakes I see in here is that people don't want to use their specials until wave 3, or are worried that using a special in wave 1 will result in a wave 2 or wave 3 loss. Let me paint you a different picture. What if wave 1 will be the most difficult wave you'll encounter that round? Rush or glowflies is notorious for losses, so using the specials to get through that wave is a must. But what if after that you get 2 easier waves and you find you don't need your specials? You'll never know, and you certainly won't if you avoid using them. Not using specials in the hope that you think they'll be better served in wave 3 means that if you wipe in wave 1, you'll lose 20 points and not have even tried to pass it. A wave 2 loss means 10 points, and a wave 3 loss results in no point losses. Isn't it better to lose less points than more? Specials are there for a reason. They're overpowered to help you. Saving them for a wave 3 that might never come only ensures your demise. Help yourself by helping your team. Use your specials if you need to. Number 4. Don't kill yourself trying to revive your teammates. This might sound like the direct opposite to what I've said before about ensuring your team are alive, but ultimately, playing freelance means you have to concentrate on yourself most of the time. And what that means is sometimes you have to ensure your safety at the expense of your teammates. I mean, don't drop everything to revive a down teammate. Have you got a teammate that is dead on the other side of the map, spamming help but not moving forward towards you or other players? Running over to them and stopping what you're doing, which is killing or running eggs, is a time waste. Sometimes it could be insignificant, like 2 seconds, but other times it could be 10 or more, because you get trapped by enemies. Can you throw a bomb? Are you going that way to take out a stinger? Can you spam this way? Let them come to you. Obviously this is situational and doesn't apply if your entire team is down, but if you're doing something else, don't stop and drop everything. The time is ticking and quota needs meeting. Another common example of this is when 2 players are together at the shore and one goes down. If you're the person who is still alive, back off, replenish your health and ink and throw a bomb. Stopping everything to revive your teammate is guaranteed to end badly. The bosses will now be all aggro to you and the game doesn't stop. If you're the downed person in this scenario, then move back towards the basket. Someone else might end up closer and they can res you with a bomb. As mentioned before, dying is one of the worst things you can do in freelance. If you go down far away, don't expect your team to come to you. Immediately start moving to where the activity is. Having them come to you is productivity loss and essentially stalling the pace of the game. Number 5. Don't always blame your teammates. Think to yourself after a loss, what could you have done to win? Did you not run enough eggs? Was there not enough turf? Was there too many bosses at basket? Was there too many statics causing mayhem? Were there too many lessers attacking you? Blaming your teammates is an easy way out. One of the things I love most about freelance is how it forces you to do everything. Even if you have a dynamo, your randos won't take out stingers. So what do? Use your specials, ensure your safety so you can carry your teammates to victory. Sometimes you lose and you played well. Sometimes there are factors such as the RNG of the wave, you have people throwing in the game, or the game just suddenly had a huge spike of difficulty. But most of the time, you can find a way to improve. Freelance is hard because you have to do everything yourself. The main takeaway from this video is to focus on what you're doing and why. Don't concern yourself with your teammates so much, just do everything you can to pass.
So the footage I've used in this video is freelance. This is a freelance game. I don't know these other players, but I thought I would leave the Kohazuna fight in just to show you what a Kohazuna fight at hazard level max looks like. So enjoy.
Thanks for watching. Like I said at the beginning, I stream over at twitch.tv/Wachowski. Yeah, it's got 7 eyes. Come and say hello. Tell me if you like this. See you soon.